Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I am here to do a full face of BPerfect cosmetics. I do frequently quite use them, but today I'm going to be trying out for the first time the Carnival Antidote palette. I'm so excited that I finally got this. It's been on my kind of wish list for a really long time, but BPerfect actually had done a kind of half price sale when it was St. Patrick's Day, so that was less than a week ago, and it was for £20, and I thought, you know what, it's my time to get it, and it literally turned up like 2 days after I had ordered it, or pretty much the next day that it was dispatched, so I was very happy about it. I also picked up one of their shape, like kind of bronze and define kind of contour sticks, so I'm gonna play around with that and see if I like a complete fool or anything, but I'm just so excited to try this for the first time because in case you haven't seen it, it is absolutely massive, but it's absolutely stunning. It's all the colours that I pretty much love when it comes to eyeshadow. So you've got your reds, you've got your greens, and you've got some kind of like copper mid-tones in the middle there. So I don't know what look I'm going for today. I'm actually going to start off with the eyes, so I'm going to put on my sellotape, and in that meantime I'm hoping I would have made a decision. Okay, so I am taped up and ready. I've kind of decided that I'm going to focus more kind of on this side because my lips are going to be red and I just don't want anything to kind of collide with each other, I guess. Not that I know what I'm doing, but in the future I will use out the green ones, I promise, because I know green is my shade. Well, I like to say it's my shade, but I love using green. So I'm not going to actually do any swatches for you guys because it's such a big ass palette. I really recommend looking at watching Makeup by Mrs. review on this palette because she does a really in-depth like swatching, and her makeup is always amazing, and I'm just here to like try it out for the first time, so I'm very excited. So I am starting off with a nice transition, and we are going to go in with October just at the top, and this is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt to kind of like pick up and do it, but let's just see how we go. So picked up a lot of product, there's a little bit of kickback and nothing too crazy. So we are starting off here. I actually have my mirror stand just here, so I'm just gonna look down if that's okay, but obviously hopefully you guys can still see everything. I'm not using anything on my lid today just because I want to see how it works. My eyelids have been very oily recently, and it's getting really warm. Like my top lip is starting to budge, and if you watched any of my videos from like last year, my top lip is like my main issue when it comes to like testing out a foundation, because I just sweat a lot when it comes to my top lip. Apologies for the nasty thought there, but it's just so frustrating. Amongst other problems that I have with my skin during the summer, the top lip is an addition onto that pain. But anyway, we're trying to find out how to sort that out. I'm trying different foundations, and I'm hoping that maybe this foundation, like the BPerfect one, like is now one of my favorite foundations. I'm gonna be using that obviously in this video, but I thought I would just mention it because it's one of my favorite foundations ever. Like the full coverageness of it is insane. So that is October. That's really nice. It's a nice kind of, it's a nice orange basically, and it's quite deeper in the palette when you kind of look at it initially, but it's still quite nice. So let's now go into Cinnamon, which is just kind of on the second row, and we're taking the other side of this Huda Beauty brush, and we're just gonna kind of go on the rest of the lid here and just blend them together because I want it to work out really nicely. I've kind of got my lid half open and half closed to see how it looks, but I don't want it to be too much. That makes sense. So yeah, one thing I was really happy about when it came to like the BPerfect website, it was like, well, the delivery time was insanely quick. I think it was about £3.99 for delivery or something, which is like totally fine, especially for next day. That was amazing. But I know that if you spend like what, £45, it's free, but I just had no intention of spending that much money because this palette and also I think the Carnival palette were half price. So I think the Carnival palette was 21 and this was 20. And the Carnival palette, I have the W7 dupe, like the Mardi Gras palette, which, I mean, I don't, sorry to say it, but I don't need that one as well. So that's why I thought I would pick up this palette. It's been in my kind of Beauty Bay wish list for a while, but I thought it's on discount and why the hell not? And the colours are just insane. Like, this is looking really, really nice. I'm probably going a bit overboard, but why not? Why not? So let's go in now with a smaller brush and let's try something very small. So let's go in with Pecan, or Pecan as Americans like to say, but I'm just actually going to deepen up the edge. So I'm going to take like the smallest amount and I'm just going to blend it. I have no idea what I'm doing like look wise, but I just want to do something quite, not simple, but just a bit nice than normal, because I tend to just make a mess, but I actually want something to come out of this. I'm very nervous about the bronzing stick because I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to bronzing, but I am still very excited. It's a cream bronzer as well, so I will just blend like crazy. This shade is very gorgeous, Pecan, and let's do it on this side. And I know that BPerfect have done a lot of collaborations with Stacey Marie. She tends to be like their main person to go to. They did do another collaboration recently. I don't know who she is, unfortunately. So I wasn't really in the like looking at that palette to purchase. And they've done a lot of products recently. I know, like, as of when I'm filming today, they just came out with some new gel liners. So they're always coming out with like new products to test out and for me to look at, but I don't know, I'm not really a gel liner kind of gal. So right, next shade, I'm actually going to use the same brush and I'm going to go in with Fawn just here. It's a nice word, Fawn. So I'm taking, it's like a light caramel shade, so I'm trying not to fall off here. So I'm just going to put that on kind of most of my lid before I put on any shimmers. So I'm just going to blend that in. That's coming out really nicely. It's looking a bit, hopefully not too messy, but it's kind of blended in together so well. And that's what I love about these palettes. They're massive, they're a pain in the ass to like store, but I just love all the pigmentation. And I have the first Stacey Marie palette as well that I got more recently as opposed to when it actually came out, and it's still a very, very nice palette. It's the one that come with 2 highlighters as well, but this is coming out really, really nice. So when it all comes together, it will look much better, I hope. I hope so. And now I'm going to go in with a shimmer, and there are lots of shimmers in this palette. I will probably go in with Pin Up, which is just here. I think I might give it a swatch. Not that I've been swatching anything else, but I just feel like this is the one to swatch. Ooh, yes, okay. I'm gonna be putting that all over my lid. I'm gonna use the brush first just to see how it comes out. Oh my lord, okay. I'm just, wow, I'm not even gonna like go overboard with this because I don't want to like it to overtake the other shades, but this is insane. Oh wow. Okay, I mean, a lot of people were not as impressed with this palette, but I think this palette is absolutely stunning. In the first like 5 shades that I've chosen to use, oh my lord, this is amazing. Wow. Okay, this is gorgeous. Okay, wow. Okay, let's put something in my inner corner because I feel like let's just do it. I might put something on my lower lash line a bit later. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I'm going to go in probably with Glisten. So let's see how that works on my inner corner. I don't tend to use a lot of inner corners that will like pop as well. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Man, that shimmer is stunning. That's amazing. Okay, that is super duper nice. Okay, so I'm actually going to go off camera now I'm going to take off my sellotape and then we're going to get going with the foundation and everything like that. Okay, so I'm all ready and I'm primed as well. I'm using the Milk Hydro Primer. I've not used this in so long and I don't have a primer by BPerfect, so we're now going to go in with the foundation and we're going in with the chroma cover. I've used this a few times now and I absolutely love this foundation. This is in the shade C2 and honestly it is worth like the £20. You only need the smallest amount. I probably will need like another bit, but I just absolutely love the way that this is on my skin. It's crazy full coverage, which I need because my rosacea, obviously, when I want to cover it, it works wonders. It's not even actually been out for less than a month, I think. I don't know what my voice is doing. I'm going through puberty while I'm filming. But I absolutely love this foundation. I think I mentioned in one of my videos that I wore this all day when I went to my cousin's birthday, and then I went to see Dita Von Teese in the evening, and it was just absolutely perfect like the whole day. And it was me being very like active and walking around and, you know, things like that with my family, and then in the evening in like a really like closed, really small area, wearing masks for most of the day and stuff like that. But it really is just fantastic on my skin, and there are a lot of shades as well. They did come out with a concealer, but I felt at the time I don't need a concealer. If this is full coverage, like I do not need a concealer. Maybe in the future, because it's only what, £10, which is pretty good, but I just kind of at the time I was a bit like, I don't need it. And yeah, it's gonna last like all day. I'm not gonna wear this all day because I don't need to, but it feels amazing. Where's my lid gone? There we go. So yeah, that's the chroma cover foundation. I have done like an initial review on it like when it first came out, but I still feel exactly the same. I'm being very careful when I touch my nose because of my piercing is still pretty sensitive, so I'm actually going to powder down the parts that I'm not going to bronze in because I know that I'm going to get oily very quickly. So I'm just using my my 17 powder from Boots. This costs like a couple of quid. I don't know why it's not opening. There we go. I literally got it for the first time like a couple of days ago, and it's been quite nice. So I'm not going to powder everywhere. I think I've just powdered where I'm actually going to use it. Good start, but alas, let's just see what happens, because it could go well, go really badly. Yeah, I'm not really one for like cream contouring or anything, but I just really wanted to give this a go. I think it was like £13. This is in the shade Latte, I believe. Latte. There's a nice big selection of shades as well. I'm going to start off really lightly just here because I know I'm gonna do something to ruin it, but let's just see where my face goes down on my bone, and we're gonna use a sponge to like blend it in. I probably will need like a lot more. I'm just being really soft at the moment because I don't know what I'm doing. So let's just build it up a bit. We're gonna blend downwards. We're just gonna blend. If it blends into nothing, then that's fine because I won't look completely stupid. And then we're gonna blend to this side. It's quite a thick consistency, so it's a bit dry. Like with a cream product, you want it to just actually glide on your face, but it doesn't seem to glide that much. I really don't know what I'm doing. I need to watch some more videos on contouring. And we're going to add some to the top just to kind of deepen up my head. Just anywhere, obviously, where the shadow is hitting. This seems quite, not shimmery, but like it's got some kind of shiny elements to it. Just going to keep on blending. And they did have, like I mentioned, a lot of shades. So if you're not sure, I mean, this is the lightest shade that I got, which is called Latte. Actually, I think there was a lighter shade before this, but it was very grey tone, and I just can't deal with grey tone like that's not for me. That's okay. I mean, let's see if I can do anything with my nose, because I need a lot of people are like contouring their nose these days. It's like a thing. So let's see if I can actually do anything. I'm probably doing a complete mess up of this. Let's put this away. And we're just gonna blend in that last bit, and you can definitely see it on my skin, like you can see it's there. My top lip is starting to be a bit problematic, but you know what, that's come out okay. Like, can you really see it? Not as much, but it's still quite, like, you can see it's there. The foundation itself oxidizes just slightly, but it's not the biggest thing. So now we're going to go into blush, and I only have one blush from them, and this is their Scorched, part of their Scorched collection in the shade Helios. So I've used this so many times, but it is definitely one of my favorite blushes ever. It is so stunning. You only need the tiniest amount. I've used it so much and I've barely touched the embossing because it is so damn nice. And yeah, I don't know if they have any more blushes. I could be wrong, but this is the only one that I have, and this is absolutely perfect. So let's go on to highlighter, and I'm just using my Get Wet highlighter, which is part of a Stacey Marie collection. I think it's part of the Carnival 3 collection or something, or is this the Carnival? I don't know, one of her Carnival collections. And this is like a putty one that I just use like with my finger, and then you just tap it up, which I absolutely love. It's really tacky, but if you don't mind it being like just a bit sticky, then that's fine. It's gonna add a bit on my nose. And it's very glittery, this one, so if you're not into like glittery highlighters, this one is probably not for you, but it does dry down very quickly and is like absolutely stunning on a light. And now I think I'm going to go back in on my lower lash line with the Antidote palette before I finish on the lips basically, and I think I'm going to go in with one of the second shades that I used, which was Fawn. So I'm going to use a really like tiny amount on my lower lash line just to kind of bring it out a tad, and nothing too heavy. Like, that's pretty much as light as I want to go. But I feel like the definition on these is amazing. I like to take pictures obviously for my Instagram, so make sure, like, if you want to see what my eyes look like in better lighting, then definitely follow me on there because you'll be able to see. So I'm going to finish on the lips because this video is like long enough as it is. I'll be back and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, I'm back, and this is my finished look. With my lips, I use the Supreme Velvet, sorry, liquid lipstick in the shade Fast Lane. I do like this lipstick, but it is so drying. When it dries down, it feels like my lips are part of the Sahara Desert. They did come out with some new bullet lipsticks, but I was a bit like, maybe in the future, if they go on sale, I might pick up one. But this is my finished look. The eyeshadow palette I'm in love with. I actually think this is probably one of my favourite palettes of like this year so far, even though I don't think it technically came out this year, but I mean, I can't wait to use it again. Like, these are absolutely stunning shades without even using any type of primer. The contour stick I will definitely play with a bit more because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I should have done that beforehand. Everything else, favourites of mine. And yeah, let me know if you have picked up the Antidote palette, what you thought of it. Is it better than the other Carnival palettes, or is it worse? Let me know. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there. And I hope you guys are doing really well, and I hope you take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.